I am back to work on the bass guitar a little bit more. We're going to get the tuners mounted onto the headstock today and get the neck mounted onto the body at the very least. And first I've got to get all this tape off of here, off the neck. See, I just got the neck still loose from the guitar, but I got tape on it because I've been putting lacquer on the face of the headstock here just to get everything, get all my decals that I put on here a couple of times back. I got them protected. I probably put, every time I put a very light coat of lacquer on here, it's just spray lacquer. It's, let's see, here it is. Just a standard Rust-Oleum lacquer, a spray can. Very thin coats. I probably put, since I put the decals on, I don't know, I bet I put 10 thin coats on top of it. Like I say, that's all just to keep everything protected so they don't inadvertently get snagged and ripped off or something. You know, the best you can do. So anyway, let's peel this tape off. I'll peel it off, but I'll probably give y'all a little bit of a time lapse break on this so you don't have to look at it in real time. Okay. All right. I think it looks pretty good. You can see around the margins here. The tape job held up pretty well. So I think what we'll do now is mount up our tuning machines. This has got what they call a 3 and 2 configuration. 3 on one side, 2 on the other. Let's see, they're different. There is a little ear here that a screw goes through and mounts to a little hole that's pre-drilled right here. So that means this one will go on this side. Let's see, this one will actually go on the other side because that screw is down here. That'll go here. Let's see, this one will go on this side. This one will go on this side. This one should go right there. Alright, so let's go this one first. This is the way these work. You can see that this here threaded, it goes down and it threads into this barrel down here on the tuner. And of course the tuner is going to be sitting here. It goes through that hole. Now we're going to flip this in that barrel, and there's a washer on there also. It just fits right here. Screws right into that barrel on the tuner. Okay, now just finger tighten. That's all I've done right now. So let me get this big old wad of tape out of my way here. Now these are the little tiny little screws. Not very big. They're going to go right back in here. Make sure the screwdriver will work. Yeah, it will. Requires a small tip Phillips screwdriver. I don't know. I think he's called a number 2, I believe. Number 2 Phillips. But I can see my little pre-drilled hole. And put my screw in here. Just take it down. Tighten it up. Don't get overly ambitious with it. I don't want to tighten it down too much and strip it out. Now, okay, this is a, let me see what size is this. This is a 15 millimeter relatively deep socket. It will fit that nut. I'm just going to hand tighten this, and I'm going to crank it down pretty good. I'm going to get it pretty tight, but I'm not going to tighten it with a I'm not going to put a ratchet on this and tighten it. I just want to hand tighten it, but I want to hand tighten it pretty hard. So that tuner's mounted. It's ready to go. Ready to go. So now I'm going to do the other 5, and I'll probably fast forward through these also, so y'all don't have to watch the same thing over and over again. Okay, we have all the tuners mounted onto the headstock. Huh? What do you think? Not bad? Huh? Not bad. Looks good, looks good, looks good. Okay. So now, what we need to do, I guess, is go ahead and get the neck mounted onto the body again. So turn it on like, turn it over like so. And get the body over here. Well, there it is. Make sure we're in the right spot. Okay. Now we're just going to get so we've got these little neck mounting ferrules that goes in these holes. They're just fancy washers, basically recessed. Oh, that one's tight. probably from the stain and stuff I put in there. Okay. And these are the screws. Now, you know, I've had this neck, it's already got holes in it, of course, but I've had it mounted once before. I think I have. Maybe I haven't. Yeah, I did. I mounted it up when I lined up the bridge. Okay, here we go. This is I'm going to use the electric drill to start. Yep, I'm in the hole. I'm not going to tighten it up. I'm just going to drive them down in the position. That first one I did slow because I wanted to make sure I was lined up with the hole properly, but since it's lined up right, the rest of them are. All right, I'm going to tighten these up a bit. And now tighten them up by hand. I want to get them nice and tight, but I don't want it to be, I don't want it to be, I don't want to strip them out. So it doesn't have to be Hercules tight, but it needs to be tight. Yeah, okay, that one feels good. All right, that one's good. Let me go back over it one more time. Okay, and okay. So there we are. Screws are in place. And now, let me see if I can get this up here where you can see the whole thing. Alright. Okay, now I'm going to put my strap buttons on. These are Dunlop Strap Lock strap buttons. I've been using Dunlop Strap Locks for, I don't know, 30 years, maybe longer. A long time. That's what I've got. There's a part that mounts on the guitar strap, and then there's this part that mounts on the instruments. And you can mount these on a bass, guitar, whatever you want to. But I have these strap locks. You can see there's a hole, where are we? There's a hole there in the middle of it, and there's a, you can't really see inside of it, but there's a little recess in there. There's a button on the end of the guitar strap that you push. It engages in there and it locks it in place when you put it on, and you can't pull it back out. But if you have for whatever reason, forgotten your strap with the strap locks on it, you can also put any strap on this strap button, just like you would normally on any strap button. So this is, oh, that mounts on there. This is a little felt protective washer. Let me see, is this the right size for this? Probably. That little felt washer is a fairly tight fit on that screw, so I had to screw it just to get it down in place. But it's just felt, that's just felt. It's just a cushion. So there is get you over here. There's a hole right there. See that pre-drilled hole? You can kind of see it because there's a little bit of my silver stuff left in there. That's where this strap button goes. I think. Will this fit in there? Yeah. I'm going to do it like this, but I'm also going to just run this down and then tighten it up by hand. Okay, I got to put some pressure on this. I don't want to strip that out. Oh, now see, that doesn't fit in there. That one will. Let me get over here where I can get I gotta push against it. So that the Phillips head will stay in the screw. I want to get this down so I can get it pretty tight, because once it's there, I want it to stay there. Okay, I think that's on there pretty tight. Now let's see if I can do this. Okay, this is going to go on the upper horn, as they call it. This is the upper horn. Oops. My light went out in my garage. Hold on. Oh, my light's on the motion sensor and a timer, and I guess it's been, I don't know, I guess it's been 30 minutes probably since I triggered it. Which means when I get this strap button on here, we're going to be done for this segment. Alright. Let me get a hold of it real good so I can put some pressure on it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, it's on there. Right, there we are. So let me see if I can get you back here a little bit. Give you a quick overall. Huh? Not bad. Not bad, not bad. So, obviously, see how it looks good, doesn't it? Now, we're down to putting strings on it. And we're going to have to go through and do all the I don't know what to stay in one spot here. We're going to have to do all the adjustments that'll need to be done in order to make it get all these things lined up properly so it'll play good. And we'll come back and give that a beginning on the next video. But for now, that's all we're going to do on this one. And we'll come back next time, mount strings on it, and start on the setup process. Since this is a brand new instrument, never been set up before, never been done anything with before, it's probably going to take a little while. We'll have to kind of roughly set it up, and then we'll have to, once we get it roughly set up, then we'll have to start trying to get a little bit of fine-tuning done on it so that it will really play good. So that'll probably take at least a couple of videos to go through the stringing and the setup process. But we're getting close. We're coming on the home stretch of getting this bass to a place where it's ready to get out there and start making music. Won't be long. I suspect by the time me and the boys get together again next time, which maybe the end of next week, maybe next weekend, possibly, who knows, if we can all get together, I might be able to play this one. We'll see how it goes. I should be able to, I think, unless I run into some kind of difficulties. So, for now, and until next time, I will say goodbye, and I'll see y'all later.